Hi everybody! Tonight I will show you how I did my little penguin on my ADDI Express knitting machine 46 needle. First we start by casting on the machine, starting by the black needle. Go in front and back for the first row like this. Put your yarn in the yarn feeder and then you crank. Don't worry, you will see the numbers of rows during the video. So I continue, put it a little bit faster till I switch colors. So it's time to switch colors. I remove the yarn, I cut it, put the other one in the yarn feeder, put it close to the other one like this, holding it, and then I will crank slowly and then attach those two tails together. Just like this. There. And then I will crank. And I will slowing down when I have to change the color again. As you could see, I will change the color here. I go again with the white, do a double knot, and have you noticed that I turn my work like this is to prevent the tension on the needle when it's touch the table. It's always better to do that. So I will continue like this. Almost done. So time to remove. You could see 40, 40, and 40. Put that in your notebook. Very important. Time to cast off. To cast off, I'm holding the machine with one end and crank on the other end. I do a 360 with the machine to release all the stitches one by one. With my wool needle, I will grab all the stitches. And be careful not losing any, because you will end up with a drop stitch and it's not fun. So we'll remove that a little bit faster. And then I will continue with other piece of the project. Right there, put that aside. Now we will do the wings. For the wings, you will need to do that twice. So cast on again. As you could see, you will need 2 wings of 15 rows. Put that in your notebook. So time to crank. Put that a little bit faster. And then cast off. Cut the yarn. Open the yarn feeder. Do a 360 with your machine to remove all the stitches. The machine release it. Now it's time to get it with your wool needle. Always start the stitch aside the tail of your yarn. Stop. So you grab all the stitches like this. There. And then go a little bit faster. So we have the head, the body, and the wings already. So I remove everything. Almost lost 1 stitches. As you see, it's happened to me too. Huh? Sometimes I go a little bit too fast to be in time on the video, and oops, I do a little mistake too. So put that wing aside for now. I will do the second one. And now I will continue with the yellow. And with the yellow, I will cast on again, because I'm going to do the beak. For the beak, I will need 15 rows. Put that in your notebook. And for the bird feet, I will need also 15 rows, but twice, 2 times, okay? So I crank it. And then it's time to cast off. Same thing. Open the yarn feeder. Do a 360 with your machine. And then you release it with your wool needle. Between the 2 little red teeth on each side. You go in the middle to pick up the stitches. So you already have all your pieces. Note in your notebook. Now you only have to follow how to do it, how to get it together. The easy part is done. No, I'm just teasing you guys. It's not hard at all. This project is very easy, and the fun thing is it's only with one machine you will need. So I will stretch the body and head part and attach those tail together. Make sure it's very secure, and I will cut the excess. I always keep like 3 centimeter minimum of yarn. So time to close a side of the tube. Just pull the tail, and with my wool needle I will go and fix the little hole that it's done in the middle. Sometimes it's happen when the yarn is a little bit thicker. So to prevent that, I just go and grab some stitch around it, and when I will pull on it, it will close magically the hole. So that's a good thing. A little trick. Always nice to have tricks. So I do a double knot, and I will go and do the same thing on the other side. Ta-da! Put that a little bit quicker. It's the same thing. Grab some stitches around and pull, and it's closed, and then you do the little knot. There. So now you will reach the other side with your ends inside, just like when you do a double layer add. You will reach the middle like this, and with the two tail you will attach them together, so that way it will secure your little penguin to stay together, not go apart. So we'll add those little tail inside. So the white part will be the belly, and now we will preparing the neck. To prepare the neck, we will go and grab every 2 stitch with the wool needle. This will help to close and do the neck of the bird. So I grab every 2 stitch like this, till I reach the starting point. When I reach it, I got a tail here. It was going through the white. I don't like it. When I could fix that, I do. Especially when your project is not done. So we'll go and just put that in the same side of the darker color, so it will give a better look at the end. You will not see through a yarn. So time to fill up the belly. I did a big belly for Mr. Penguin. And if you still here, can you put Monsieur Penguin in the comment, or a smiley face? Just something in the comment. It's always fun to see how long people watch a video. So you got the big belly for Monsieur Penguin. I cut those yarn. I will fix that after. Now it's time to prepare for the head. So like we do on the neck, I will go and grab every 2 stitch like this with the string of yarn, and I will pull on it at the end to close the head. The fun part with this project is you only need one machine. So if you have a 40 needle, a 44, a 46, or a 48, or even a 32, somebody said there's some 32 now, you will be able to do it. Follow the same amount of rows and you will be just fine. Don't worry. Almost finished. I will reach the other side, and it will be time to put some stuffing in the head. I do just one knot, secure it. There. When you're happy with the amount of stuffing you put in the head, you just go and close it. There. Just attach it tight. If it's still a hole like this, You will do the same thing like I did with the white part earlier. We go with the yarn needle around it and catch like every 2 stitch around the old, like this. When you grab all the stitches, you just pull on it and it will close magically. Voila! So that part is done. I cut that and put that in the head. Now, time to add some wings. And I will prepare the wings because it's not ready yet. So we'll close both sides of the tube. And to secure it, because the yarn is a little bit thicker. The yarn I use for the darker color is a Belknap satin, but I don't remember the color name. But since I know that black doesn't work at all when I do a video, you don't see anything, I find that color look great. You could see the stitches, it's better. So every time I will suggest black, I will use that color. I don't remember the name, but I remember the color. So next time I go to the store, I know exactly what yarn I want. So I pull the string on both sides, close it like this. And then, oh, I mix up something. Yeah, this is the part that's missing. Sorry. I mix up those two little part of video. So it's time to close the wings. We will do mattress stitch. If you're not comfortable with mattress stitch, just close it like you want. It's your project and you will be just fine the way you will choose to close it. Don't worry. We all start one way and we get better with time. So if it's your first doll, don't worry with that. Close it like you able to, and never mind. The kids will be just so happy to receive it. You have to trust yourself when you do a project. There. So I grab every 2 stitch, both sides. I will show that part again with the feet, with the yellow yarn. So don't worry if you don't get it right now. You will get it after. So I got the 2 wings. Will be time to attach it on our little Monsieur Penguin. So you see, I will go through the neck, because if you choose the neck, you're sure that your wings will be the same height both sides. So that's why I always use the neck when I do the arm or the wings of all my toys. There. So you have your wings installed. Now it's time to prepare those little feet. It's the same thing with the yellow. You will just have to close both sides and you will see the mattress stitch better on the yellow. Now I go around and then I will pull to close that big hole like this and do a double knot to secure it. There. Now it's time to pull on the other side. So we'll grab 1 stitches around the hole and we'll pull on it and we'll close the little hole in the middle. Tighten it and do a knot. So for the feet, I will go and put my finger in it, dig a hole, stretch it, and put my two piece the way that I could get like a collar on each side, so it will be easier to close. With the wool needle, I will go and grab 2 stitch each side, and we'll do a mattress stitch, and it will end up to be like a invisible seams. I do that a lot in all of my video. So grab 1 stitch for starting. There. And I will go 2. It's like you grab the bar in the middle of the V of the stitch, and you keep on the same column, because if you go on a little bit on the side, it will twist your work. Sorry. There. And then you pull, and it's magic. You got 1 feet, you do that again with the 2 other pieces. So you will get your 2 feet and your beak. That way. See, number 3 on the screen. I did a little tail of yarn. And after that, I will show you what I did for the beak. So for the beak, you see the beak, it's exactly the same thing like I did for the paws, but I would put with my finger and thumbs a pressure in the middle, grab it, and grab every 2 stitch like this to put the mouth, not the mouth, the beak a little bit smaller and easier to sew it on the head of the penguin after. There. So the beak is done. Time to attach it on the penguin. If you need something to attach it, it's up to you. Me, I just hold it with my hands. So I grab a full stitch on the beak and a full stitch on the head. It's better like this. When I do black, you don't see anything, but with that color, actually, it's great. It's not brown and it's not gray. It's different color, but will work well. Monsieur Penguin, I already have his name by my daughter, and she's waiting for him. I told her it's supposed to be an Easter gift, and she said, "Is it Easter tomorrow?" Kids, they're funny. But I'm preparing a lot of toys for her sorry you don't see it. There, I'm better. I'm back. There. There. I continue. Grab 1 stitch on the beak, 1 stitch on the head. There. Almost reached the starting point. Like this. The video is 24 minutes. You're already at 20 minutes, only 4 minutes left. Woohoo! You're great if you listen to me all that long. Thank you if you did. There. Close it. Make sure you grab all the stitches to prevent a hold at the ending. There. I got it. Need a loop and a knot, and I did in the beak. Voila! So it's time to attach those little feet, bird feet. I just use the middle, so that way I'm sure it's in the middle and well centered. I'm not sure if it's a word. Well, I think you understand. That's good. I think after 4 years you get used to my English. There. I watch TV in English a lot to help me to get better with my English. Accent will always be there, sorry for that. So I go like this for the feet, secure it, I go under it, it's tight, but I want the feet to be tight and secure so the kids will be able to play with it, not scared to lose any part. Cut the yarn, fix that one, and now need to get some eyes. So I got some button here, and with my flexible wool needle I go and put that in the wool, pass through my yarn. I always use like 45 centimeter of yarn and attach my button in the middle of it, because the way I do to get the eyes on the toys is better. And if you use button, don't forget it's not for under 3 years old, okay? Always a risk of choke. So if you use button, it's for 3 and up. So I continue. I will go through and get the 2 pieces of yarn in the neck. I don't attach it yet because I will do the other eyes and attach it in the neck too, one side, and I will go on the other side there and bring it to the neck too. There, I'm checking if it's the right height that I wanted. If I'm sure, I will go and attach 1 knot only, check if it's getting enough. I do the second one, is it like I want it? If I have to fix it, I will do right now. And if it's okay, I will do the second knot. I guess it's okay, I do the second knot. So now I will add those little tail in the head, because there's dark color. I don't want it to put that in the white, because you will see through, it won't look good at the end. So go like this. Now only need some little hair on the top. My son decided to put some hair on the top like this, pass through with the wool needle, and I will just go, and I did use like 6 string of yarn like this to add a knot. I did a second knot, but you don't see it on the video. And then I will just divide the yarn to give more volume to each hair, and that's it. This is the video of the week. Hope you enjoy it. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. I will be just fine if you do it. It's always fun to have more subscribers, so that way I know that I help more and more people. There, so I will divide the rest, but it's cute. I like it like this. I just divide one side, but I will do the other one. So see you next week for a new video, and never give up. Ciao, ciao.